That's wrong. Cannot be! I am sorry! It appears... What? Leave it to me! Now then. I'll beat you up! All right! Hey! Your balance sucks! Yeah, because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscle.
A massage, huh?
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full-body massages.
Out!
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and see? Huh? Like... So... I got it. Why? You pissed me off. You. Heh. See. However... How is this... See? Well...
Hey! Huh?
Well...
Maybe...
But still...
Huh?
It appears... Actually... Yep. So... Let's go.
Hello there.
Why?
Well... Amazing! Now.
It's morning me. balance!
Now. But...
That's right!
Man. Now then.
Hey. Huh? Well, want me to tell you? See? That's right. Yep. Nope. That's right. Yep. See? Perhaps. See? Miracle!
Way. Isn't that wonderful? Too bad.
Aww. You... perhaps... Hey. Leave it to me.
Hello there. You caught me? Man. Well... you don't know? Bye now. Wow. Sorry.
What?
Wait!
There!
Wow. Jeez.
Hey, hey. Why, you... Oh. Guitar! Oh! I see, I see. That's totally it! Aw.
I see. You don't know?
But still...
Huh? How mean. No, that's wrong. Isn't that right? It's obvious. Well... Hey,
That's weird. Bye!
now then. Bye now.
See?
Phew!
See? Yep. See?
No.
Hey, hey. Ah! Yep. But still. Oh. See? Yep. Huh? See? Wait. Time out. Yep. Hey, hey.
Now. Bow to me. Actually... Yep.
Yep.
Now then.
My!
Whoa! Hello there. What the heck?
Big news! It appears, now that I apologize. Big news! See? Listen! Well? That is an order! Hey. Whoa! Anyway.
That's weird.
However, as the light of justice shines upon my mask, justice complete! The center of justice that would be... Well? What? Do you have a minute? However... Listen!
Wow. Yep. Now then. See? Yep. Yep. Well... perhaps... See?
The time for the...
No.
Anyway, see ya later!
This is bad.
Like,
Show some spirit! This, too, must be the whip.
you're so evil! Impossible! That is...
No, no! Like... During the class trial, you will present. If you vote, I'll punish every.
Oh!
Now then,
What?
The outcome of
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game are.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game.
Girl A is probably Nikon Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy right.
Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too.
Huh?
I see!
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway... I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday. Let's move on to Girl D.
I see!
Girl D is Mahi.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about I see!
Aren't you Guy F for Yuhiko?
I was in a game? That reminds me. Another person? It was one of the names were Sumiki, Koizumi.
Hold on. What?
It's not like I'm wrong. That since you beat the game.
I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuri.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said. It's pretty clear. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuri.
By the way, What role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuru... I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, so if the only person left is the dead high school girl, why do you sound so fucking happy? Winning personality? I was being sarcastic.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video. It's not just a game. That's why it's the motive. Don't go make it. She was the type to die easily. I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, it happened just the other...
About that.
Shut the fuck up! I see. So you're... Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko.
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve... That's why. I'd be...
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all...
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B... And the first victim in the game...
That's just a story.
If so, then girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last names, since they're both really...
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Hey, no one cares about that.
Huh?
My, you... What? Getting killed is sad.
My! Such up!
You guys are...
So the mystery of the game is...
Then let's hurry up and solve... I see!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care, but... Is that true? In order to make that clear...
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view.
We get it! Let's talk about that later.
Then, Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the immediately. They climbed the stairs. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that but the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office. They found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance halls, plus Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen. So how does that sound?
Yep, and understand...
But it wasn't a perfect...
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girl...
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have told...
Which means Girlie was hiding that key.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game...
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So and sprinted to the front of the music room as...
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were...
Then... Forget...
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey! Is Girl E really the killer?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She She just broke the window in the musical and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music? To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, they heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway! Twilight's hidden passageway is... the world's best!
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? To go back to the music room, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong!
First of all, the sound
If it wasn't the
a vase.
vase...
After the murder, a broken vase was...
So the sound of breaking glass, it was the sound of the...
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway and went back to wait in front. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom
To make them think the murder had just occurred. And
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound... I see! Now the mystery...
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet!
Who cares about the murder weapon?
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of...
What the heck? You're
fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional! Now then, will you guys...
a weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon. Then the piano. Why are you going even big? The investigation conducts universe. It's on that big a scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that! I got it! The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I'm... just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all! And gravel is impossible! It's too small to be a...
What if the gravel is put inside some sort of bag?
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, and the only thing I can think of is if you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit?
But for the killer, It's an idea to make people think the killer is some pervert. And if that swimsuit was used to make an—
How about it, Monokuma?
This happiness you feel when the myth—
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice.
Girl D.
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder— Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to—
And she felt a rush.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean,
She probably made her unconscious by accident. I somewhat understand that.
You can? That's
but Girl E was also killed by someone on the— I might as well ask just in case. I see!
It should have been Guy.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E, but
What? That's all you can say.
Hey, clear this up for me.
They don't remember! That's up!
Even if I don't remember, I already know no one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of— Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game?
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very as proof. And Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can—
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim.
You better cut that out right—
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, and it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What?
I mean, there's a possibility
Tramp?
the true killer played that game, and most likely found out if that person could be using that knowledge to—
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered?
Isn't that what happened, Kyoko? Huh? Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch? Four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? It's so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously?
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house.
I don't have such ugly footprints! Don't decide that based on—
They're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room—
Collected?
Plus, the footprints left in the sand, which means when the owner of these
A different entrance.
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house?
the door was still accessible when they went in, which means something.
Ah! I remember now!
so
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, But going for walks in the morning?
I've never heard of that daily routine.
And that's when I went to the beach house.
I see. If you went there during your morning...
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass.
Huh? People who call other people liars are... If you say I'm lying, prove it. I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after...
That letter!
I see. So Hiyoko...
What is...
Oh, snap! I remember.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
see. So if she met Mahiru at 2, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner for you.
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Crap! Here!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we... Hiyoko.
What's a gummy?
I have Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that because of that. She was...
We have first...
It's a trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be the one with the glass. There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing...
You're the one who wore that mask and...
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask!
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko.
Huh?
That mask says it all, which means...
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you
I shall render my verdict upon this. Miss Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding? So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled.
At the time, the girls blocked us, so we were forced to.
And that's how you left your footprints!
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's Hiyoko. Is this?
There's no doubt you went to the beach house.
And weren't you also hiding? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
About that gummy, did he...
The only one childish enough to eat.
You're a midget too, you know.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavor.
Huh? The gummy at the Huh? That gummy? It's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko. See? Didn't I? Damn it! I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on.
Hold on, you little bitch! You don't be stupid! I'm not deaf! We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house.
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for...
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
We're not done with Hiyoko! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an important... And we can thank Mahiru...
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. We have the evidence.
That's wrong. I left those footprints during my morning walk.
We're not done with Hiyoko! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
No, that's wrong!
Mahiru didn't block the door.
Instant death. According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that
If you keep making
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked...
Someone...
The killer, of course. They're the one... That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko.
Seriously! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes and...
Huh? She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay!
I won't let you look down on me! We haven't decided that yet!
Hey, Fuyuhiko.
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the... If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it! She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her butt. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of!
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room and after she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words. Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible.
I'm terribly sorry.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move...
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
I see!
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself.
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sack.
I didn't smell. Oh, wasn't changing. Yes, if you broke the rule.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers.
If she didn't change her clothes,
Like I've been saying,
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Cause if so, I believe...
didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed out.
Doubting me of all people. All right, I'll bend your body. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
hey, Lauren, it's okay. Yeah. See? I already told cuz my hero taught me how to wear. There's no way I would kill a nice person like you guys are. Hyoko. Shut the hell up, pig barf. I'm sorry for being.
Hey, Hyoko.
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer.
Like I said,
Yeah, I got that all.
I would like to know too.
fine. Earlier she asked if we could meet up.
Huh?
Damn it! Cuz I thought it'd be doubted if I.
So, what would...
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't unlike everyone else here. Mahiro was.
You always have to say something.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around noon. There was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one. I saw this letter and went to the beach.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m.
Whoa!
It's also strange that both letters wanted it would be plausible if one of them said it.
Hyoko, like I said, I never wrote.
I see! The killer must have forged them so they could manipulate their actions.
That seems very likely. Confirmed! Just as I assumed.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person. This part. It seems there's someone who wants. And this part. The killer forged both.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and...
So they completely tricked me.
Really? I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault.
Here we go again. Once we can just lightly punch.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the...
What's most important is what happened afterward.
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was... Medicine? That medicine. I thought that place seemed unsafe.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should...
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw
And that's why you ran out of the beach house and suddenly...
I was scared. The killer probably planned to frame... And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body...
Everything... That's horrible! Hyoko...
Is it really okay to...
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what the only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely... You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes clashing with each other. Seriously, which I'm on the side of the app, and I believe that absolute...
Your stance is neither white nor black.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito's...
Yeah, we need to figure out...
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko... So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again.
Yep. The debate? Good job! That's the... Hey! What do you think of that? Whoa.
Dumbasses. You bet the only thing waiting for you...
Well, if the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap...
Do you mean the letter?
No, it...
Huh?
Hey. Now that you... Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there...
Which means the gummy was placed...
The killer returned to the scene of the crime?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome.
That's impossible! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away.
Then, does that mean the...
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
It's all coming together! Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say... Didn't I just say there was nowhere to...
Her personality got a hell of...
No, there should have been a place...
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I...
Here! The killer was probably...
Closet?
After you woke up, you said you... And you probably didn't look inside the...
But could two people even hide?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
What about the surfboard case in the closet?
Huh? But the shelf it was on. 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did because we haven't been on this island that... Then, the killer was close to me?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close.
It's kinda like in for a...
Don't you mean it's always...
I shouldn't say things...
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after they finally left the surfboard kid.
I agree with that.
Seriously, nobody...
There's no way the killer would leave if Hiyoko was left alone and ruin the evidence. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you... Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me... Oh, you shut up. Then...
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma.
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future.
I'll listen to your story about Memphis. As I recall, the body discovered is the killer also in...
Yeah, that's true, but,
You don't sound very...
Jeez! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery, it's intended to create a fair trial.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for depending on who actually found the body?
Well, as long as I keep things at
Flexible. So what about this time?
Jeez, fine!
Which means... 3...
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just thought it was...
You're the one who went on a tangent!
We were just saying
And after Hiyoko ran away...
However, before we... The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before...
Now that you mention it, that Mr.
It's going to be alright. Now, let's... What did the killer do with the blood?
maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody wet?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushes their shit, it would definitely clog the toilet!
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use...
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the... Maybe they wore one when they moved the...
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the blood?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog...
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other... Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible. No, that's wrong!
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily... They could have just as easily...
Something other than... I see!
Drinks inside the refrigerator.
I've seen through it. In theory,
Why?
try to remember the refrigerator, that there's no possible way. It's true there were drinks in the beach, however, try thinking one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words! There were water bottles.
How many times do I...
That was after the incident, right? And the killer took all of those water bottles and...
So you're saying the water bottles were...
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence like a lot of thrown-away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles...
Well, when I went to the beach house a few days...
Should have been. The plastic dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and
It seems you've See?
Is that true?
Let me add.
You're the only one!
Pecco,
Hey! What are you being... Then I should ask you this.
I remember when we were all meeting up. If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their... But there were no towels in the beach house. So you said you went swimming so you'd...
Don't just stay silent.
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! So maybe she really was swim...
No one even saw her?
No.
Huh?
After I ran it, so there's no doubt.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say... You told me you didn't see anyone.
Not so... We haven't established how the...
Now that you mention it,
The roadside door was blocked. Then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up for you,
Who cares about that?
we might have...
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well,
I see. Then let's hear this alleged...
first,
I see.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't... Well, nothing really.
Don't you know?
but what if...
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders.
Is it possible an object was used?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And
Of course not! That would violate the...
Littering is prohibited. Even if...
you see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use...
Chiaki, don't fall asleep.
You did? I see. You don't have...
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, and if you say she hid it in her special place... No!
Pecco, you carry that band... If I recall correctly... Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on.
Are you saying she...
Yeah. Pecco, you...
Sword? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and...
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, It is a bamboo sword, but...
Well, Peko,
You're saying it would have been left in the shower room and...
Fuyuhiko.
Shut! If she used the bamboo sword... Got proof, you bastard! That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, this is the end!
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, when she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, and after she climbed up to the window, she would have been...
I see. Now, Hakane said she's like a ninja. Simply put, only Peko could even so. How disappointing. You... Hold on! You don't have any Hakane!
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Very well, if you admit it.
Hold.
Can it wait until after
This is important, and it relates to the voting.
my motive?
In the end, you had no connection to then.
So it's about that. I must say, in order to... I do not sully my hands to satisfy... There is only for the sake of protecting justice. Justice is what makes humans. Justice is the eternal... If justice ever disappears, the world would immediately freeze. I will...
It's fine.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to so I must fight. This is... As the light of justice shines upon my mouth. Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice. That would be me. Now then, let's execute justice!
What the fuck?
Peko!
I am in the name of sparkling... What's going on?
Everyone, please! Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims, clad in her various hero masks, she is exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be
Ally of justice? This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your glimpse. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it!
This is Hey! Now's not the... Take a look!
This,
So what's your...
This world evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must...
Evil?
If you knew about that
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island.
Then...
To protect in order to protect justice and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotype!
Echo.
My true... It just shows my determination. I'm willing to become anybody.
Oh! I can't stand...
Let's go over this incident one more time. Everything that happened in this case. The incident began this morning. Mahiru, she probably wanted to discuss. However, someone else. The killer eats by preparing a specific item. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru. The letter Mahiru received told her to... And the letter Hyoko received by providing... Hyoko totally trusted that letter. And was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately... so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., she was completely unaware that she... Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defense of the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, according to Mikan's autopsy. Mahiru... With that, the killer achieved their goal. They dragged Mahiru's body so... Also, the map, I'm not really sure why. My guess... That's how the crime... However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order. But the killer expected something. Instead of the shower, the they used Wiggins in place of however, they had no choice. Littering is against the rule. After the killer The killer hid inside the surfboard cave. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on... I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect. Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left. After Hiyoko left, the killer and placed a gummy. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion. Finally, the killer began. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sink. The small window in the. However, that window is rather high up. The bamboo sword they always carry. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull. And so the killer left the beach house in a butt. Their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it?
I see. And what of it? She's like, totally. I haven't done anything to. What are you saying? Wrong! I punished you. That's no reason to condemn me. Whatever. Let's hurry up and. There's no justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared. Understand? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep...
Are you...
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who now? Fall, hurry!
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go for the sake of grand justice. Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste. I can't stand him.
Onakuma!
I heard your story. Now then, please vote who will be chosen as the...
Pardon me, can we please have a little... Pardon me.
Continue our discussion.
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely
Strange? What do you...
that it...
As a serial killer enthusiast.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer and...
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. There's a distinct difference between what we... You know...
Justice, the center of justice that is... That would be...
I see! That's right.
The article was written in your native language.
If she had a translator...
Huh? Yes. So, sparkling justice is catchphrase, which means the journalist...
From Spain?
What?!
Peko, you're not sparkling.
Or, if you insist that you're sparkling...
Will you be able to do that?
It appears... However, that's end. my duty as a tool. That mask has fulfilled its...
What do you mean? Fulfilled?
Now that you've already...
Hey, be clear!
I have no purpose. Tool?
She called herself a tool. I see. I see!
Are you talking about the...
Yep, that's right. That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, if that's the case, it would mean...
I see.
So that means there was one more...
Plus, the fact that that's such... You're the only one! Federico?
I see. Now I finally...
But even if it's the motive, it's just... Would you call a game like that?
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru. There's no doubt that game is based on actual event. Photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister. Because whoever beat the game first, you receive... It was the envelope, right?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, even so, you wanted to deny the truth.
Hey! Why are we talking? Cause...
That's why I told you. As I said before, I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, Hey! Means the true killer who used me.
What?
What the hell?
I see.
No. But my young master does.
Young master?
Yeah, I'm sure you realize it by now.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up,
In that case,
that's nuts! No matter how you look at it...
How would Pecco is a legitimate human being!
that's not for you to decide. The votes have been cast.
I'm in a box. I guess for now, let's take it.
Hey! Hey!
Well, you just don't...
Hey,
No. I am nothing...
What?
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, Until this body no longer move.
That is...
Nothing.
Huh?
You fiend.
No. I am nothing but a tool.
Damn it. Damn it! Don't fuck with me!
You...
So...
Oh my my!
Huh? But...
Are you serious?
Oh.
But... Hey,
What the?
damn it!
And so...
That is...
Hey!
Why, you...
But...
Why?
Shut the hell up!
What are you saying?
Jeez. Huh?
Young master.
What?
Of course!
Be quiet.
Yes, it...
It cannot be.
That's obviously wrong.
No.
This is troubling!
I see. Great!
Wrong.
Now then. Huh? Hey. What?
Hold on.
What? Jeez. Yeah. I... Damn it!
Young master,
You already know, right?
I did it because I know. There's no way.
Hey, Echo, our professional relationship doesn't exist. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take...
Young master, there is no way I am without an owner.
God damn it, we are done with that crap!
Regardless, I will not flee. I have a plan.
Huh?
Please do not worry. I promise. I intend to fulfill my duty. Now please, go after you leave. I must block the door to the road with Mahi. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the... You better escape. Sorry.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace. Echo.
Young master!
Oh, too bad. Why you?
Hey. Jeez. Sorry. Huh?
Young master!
What?
Even so,
Echo.
I am terribly sorry. Goodbye. And please do not cause a sense. I will never feel.
So,
Young master Fuyuhiko,
So,
I want you to work.
jeez.
thrills, chick.
Why?
Now then, I prepared a very...
I never needed... So... You didn't...
Let's give it everything!
You just... I never...
Young master?
Why?
Let's go!
Please, Heck, I need you!
Young master? Young master!
Such a waste.
What?
Everyone! You serious?
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna do something?
I'm trying, but his blood, he won't.
Can't you? God damn it!
You're so stupid!
You stupid brother!
I don't! What the heck?
That's wrong! Hey, hey! Hey, hey!
I'm being... Fine. So... Like... Just leave the rest to me!
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed...
We gotta get this patient to the monitor, so...
Oh,
Damn it.
perhaps...
However,
Fall, my tears.
You guys can see it, right? Poor people are already... We took our time preparing the whole... Honestly, whether it's better if we let them leave the asylum for those kids, which but I guess there's no time. That guy will probably take over our plans, but what lies beyond that is in the continuation of the...